Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
This is cool right here. So you try someone to a morph ball, jump into here, bomb it, and watch this. Pretty cool, right? He cannot reach you. But if you do that, it does break open a attack this. So you do this here, bomb this, and this time around he picks it up. Puts it in here, which incidentally does something else for us later on, but that won't be relevant for some time.
Samus, we have uncovered more information regarding your condition. It appears that once activated, the unique phazon inside your body overreacts after several seconds. We did not foresee this problem when we gave you the PED, and unknowingly, we put you in grave danger. We are sorry.
Let's use a bomb to break this open. Tark ally brings bombs, and we have a much needed energy tank.
Hostile life forms detected. Initiating security lockdown.
Oh no. Okay, what you're supposed to do is try and, when they throw your chakrams, freeze them and then get the chakram to kill them, and that gets you a friend voucher, but I don't seem to be doing it just right here. So, we have another gimmick time. Let's go. Let's twist, pull. Nunchuck failure in the process. And we're now acquiring one energy cell. It's time for a lever. Let's tilt up, up. And then when doing that, so it moves it over manually, and now we tilt it back down again, and this opens the way forward. And we get to actually use it to call our ship here.
Data received.
Don't worry, we'll get to Thorn Jungle in a moment, but I want to destroy the generator on Bryyo first. It will become clear why soon enough. Hello, Gen Person here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We're back on Bryyo Fire, going to destroy the generator. So, we've seen much of this area before, but this area is now populated by space pirate enemies like Jolly Roger drones, so that'll be something a bit different along the way, but you've seen much of this area before, so I really don't need to see the need to show you much of it. So I'll jump cut until we find anything interesting. Okay, so it happened off camera, but I did manage to get the friend voucher for 400 kills, so that's something of note as we're coming down to this section here. So yeah, and let's proceed onwards as normal. I'm fine where to go. Oh, yikes! There's a new enemy here. This is Remorse class turret, space pirate defense system, susceptible to explosive blasts. Fast targets can evade the limited targeting system of the Remorse turret. The space pirates will replace their dated Humility turrets with a new unit designed by top engineers. Powered by phazon, the Remorse unit is capable of withstanding more damage than the earlier model. We might as well go into hyper mode to take care of these, especially considering there's a phazon pool right nearby so we can recharge our energy if needs be. As it happens, we don't need to do much with it, and we can even stand in the pool phazon right here, so we really get it all back against this Jolly Roger drone. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's proceed on to the next room. So be back in just a moment. Okay, so when you're in this room, you may be wondering, since we did a puzzle earlier, how do we get back up again? Fortunately, there's a very easy answer to that. As we destroy many enemies. So there are platforms along the side of this thing right here. These allow us to climb all the way up. We need to lock on anyway, we've got free aim. Okay, so when you get to this point, you need to jump over to this side over here. Then you can jump up all the way over to here, and now then we can grab the ledge to proceed. So, deal with you first. And now we're back in this room. So you may be remembering an earlier power up. We can finally get that power up in the intended way. Once we've dealt with these enemies, because they're just going to get in the way. So, we tried to go for this power up earlier in comical fashion, but let's do it the proper way now. We have ice missiles to freeze the fuel gel. Oh yeah, there's a limited number of ice missiles you can carry in terms of platforms, so you kind of have to wait for some of them to... Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness for that. There's a missile expansion. Wow. That was pretty bad. Right, I have to be a bit more careful along the way back. Don't hit the steam pools because they will get in your way, as it were. Okay, so now we've done that, we can go over this way. Be very, very careful. And now we can go over this way and fire an ice missile. And all those missile expansions are now getting put to good use. Now over this part here. Target must be moved to a position to be used as an attack point for the connected system. Also we have something here below. Gearworks is used to process raw fuel gel before it's sent to the piping network. Don't really want to fall down into those, so what we want to do is hit this, that will create a grapple point. And now while we're swinging, we need to use our beam to shoot the next one over. That will create a new way to go. And another route here. Through this door. Let it load, we're back into this room, but now on the higher ledge, so we can now use the grapple to break this. And that creates a shortcut all the way back, so we can get through to the generator much quicker in the future. And there's also a missile expansion here too, which is a nice bonus. So, now that that's happened, let's proceed back. So, we're going to be heading towards the Temple of Bryyo, because that's in the general direction of where the shield is. And so I'm going to be jump cutting to when we get there, while also making a quick pit stop to heal up, because we've taken quite a beating from the fuel gel in the process. So, see you in just a moment. Okay, with the entrance to the temple access now, there's a space pirate all the way on the other side, so let's give it a taste of our hype beam. Now he's been dealt with, let's move onwards and go to the Temple of Bryyo itself. Now, things aren't going to be quite as straightforward as you might think going through this bit, because the space pirates have set up heavily armed forces after they let us stroll too easy last time. Now if the means to destroy them, it's going to be a fair bit harder. We have a new type of space pirate here. These are armoured aero troopers, covered with a thin layer of armour, susceptible to explosive attacks. Armoured aero troopers are deployed in harsh combat zones. Their armour is resilient but susceptible to explosive blasts. In battle they use twin remote attack pods to engage targets. They are equipped with a particle cannon and a helix missile pod. They can attack their phasal power unit to walk from point to point. A weakness lies in the jetpack. Ignite and separate it from the pilot to neutralise the target. Now we can fight these space pirates all we want, but we won't get anywhere because there's something in this room we need to think about. Clamp and secure the elevator, preventing it from operating, containing high amounts of malleum. No problem, we'll just get into the command visor and... Oh, right. the space pirates thought of that by the looks of it, so... What you do look at is these things right here. Giant beacon is interrupting remote control signals. Cannot use the command visor while it's active. We also have something else to scan here for the logbook. Space pirate crates are used to explore additional weapon and energy supplies for troops. They will often contain energy supplies and ammunition. Standard weapon is fires capable of destroying them. And we actually need to do some of this because that thing's strayed a bit too far off the beaten path. Cannon base is still under construction. Units appear to be nearing completion. Cannon appears to be the standard Tiamat model. Construction is incomplete. Right, so we're going to go into hyper mode now to destroy these space pirates. And we went a bit too far and missed the opportunity to go into, I don't know, avoid those bombs or whatever you do. So that is okay. So what you do now is very quickly do this. Then run over the other side. Quickly. And then you get your command visor on. And we can use the ship missiles to destroy everything. Kaboom! And that will allow us to proceed onwards as normal. The area has changed a fair bit now. We've got the space pirate tech in here. Let's get our energy back because we did quite a beating from that space pirates. Admittedly, some of it was from using the hyper beam, so there is that to consider. Okay, so let's proceed onwards and continue our journey to the generator. We have obviously been down this pathway before, but there's going to be a few slight differences along the way. Because we've obviously got space pirate enemies involved. Okay, that is just evil enemy placement. Why, Retro? Why? Oh, fine. Wow, that was not pleasant at all. Made a complete hash of that. Let's see if we get some of our health back in the process. Okay, so now we can freeze these to proceed onwards. We have seen this part before, obviously. And get some further health back. But you should go away. Oh, and we also recovered a ship missile in the process, so sometimes now you'll get drops for ship missiles if you ever consumed any, but let's be honest. How often are you going to use ship missiles? I suspect not very much. We go here, and there's a pirate at the terminal. Get rid of them. And there's another space pirate. Daisu. You suddenly notice that I'm going to hyper mode very quickly to try and because you could actually get your energy back pretty easily because it's leftovers. I'm not even needing to use corrupt hyper mode, but corrupt hyper mode just pushes it completely over the edge. Anyway, now that we have our command visor, let's destroy this.
Data received.
And for our troubles, we get a gold credit, and the generator has been destroyed. The energy shield protecting the fire from seed has become unstable, but it's still operating. We still have another generator to take out. Shield generator destroyed. Power production 0. Chance of repair 0. Okay, we are done in Bryyo Fire, so I'm going to be leaving the area. So I'm going to make a jump cut for a moment, and then I'm going to see you later on. as we travel to a new area of Bryyo we haven't been to before, because that's where the last generator is going to be. So, see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so there's an unexpected insert I was expecting to make here, but when you get back to the Temple of Bryyo, there's a new space pirate you need to scan as the space pirates are still around. So let's get the So this right here is an advanced shield trooper. Battle shield deflects attacks we pull with a grapple beam. Advanced shield troopers wear an extra layer of ablative layer armor. It is susceptible to explosive attacks. In addition to that armor, they wield a portable battle shield. While the shield provides excellent protection against incoming fire, it can also be easily ripped off. Phase and base attacks are also capable of destroying the shield, so yeah, you don't need to use the grapple beam anymore because the hyper mode will just rip right through it and completely destroy it. Prep hyper mode trigger, thank you. Yes, it can, okay. But there was no need really because as you can see, there aren't any more space pirates around here. So yeah, that was a brief insert, as it were. Okay, so we used a bit of too much energy in the process, but yeah. So now that we've done all that, let's leave this place. So okay, again, that was an unexpected insert because I forgot about the fact there was another space pirate we needed to scan along the way. So I shall see you back at the entrance to Bryyo Fire. See you in just a moment. Okay, so we're back outside Samus's gunship here and we're ready to enter a new area. Let's proceed to the Thorn Jungle. For an idea before we do that, just how close we are to the next friend voucher for kills, well, here you go. We are currently on 441, so we won't be getting it for some time. Anyway, if we go on, the important thing here is we want to go into this. And finally we can head I should say, to the Thorn Jungle air dock. So we are in the Thorn Jungle area, which has mostly got some of the same things we've seen before, so not much to see in this room, but going forward there will be plenty of things to see. For example, we have a space pirate that's activated hyper mode. You cannot destroy the space pirates when they're in hyper mode unless you're there in hyper mode yourself. We need to scan them as well for our logbook. No, it's just that. Okay, right. Hyper mode time, let's go. This one is also in hyper mode as well, so you want to destroy that. And while we're at it, open that room up there. Destroy some of these crystals. That'll create openings. And we've got some stuff we can destroy. We've obviously lost a large amount of health from doing all of this. Now we could spend our time trying to recharge all of that health, but conveniently enough, in this part right here, we have a missile door. If we open that inside, oh, what do you know? We have ourselves a nice energy tank. Very nice boost there. We're now up to 5 energy tanks. You could have got this a lot earlier actually. You can get this as soon as the GFS Theseus map updates and you get access to Thorn Jungle, but I wanted to wait a bit because we didn't actually need to be at Thorn Jungle until this point, so it made sense to condense it all into this point. So yeah, fuel gel still plays a role in this area. Now, going forward. Oh dear. Energy shield engaged. Power supply lines look like they're coming through the ceiling. It looks like we need to break through a few things in order to proceed. Right, let's see if I can find where this is. Okay, so what you need to do is, because of the fuel jar broken, we need to be able to break it so that we can go up this way and into this morphball tunnel. You roll through here, and if you look at ahead, jamming beacons interrupting remote control signals. Cannot use the command visor while it's active. Space pirates again, dang it. Compound gates sealed shut. Analysis indicates high amounts of maldium within the stonework. So yeah, if you tried to go here earlier, you would not be able to get past because you absolutely need maldium in order to progress past this. You need this ship missile so in order to progress past this point. Anyway. This terminal powers the energy shield found in the area. Okay, it's that time again! Are you ready, everyone? It's time for the good old favourite! Pull! Twist! Push! Push! Dang it! Okay, now that we've opened the generator, we can proceed onwards. But yeah, if you try to come here, you can do that part, but without access to the ship missiles, you may struggle somewhat. So proceed onwards, and obviously you see we've got a jamming array here, so we do need to deactivate that before we proceed. And space pirates here to try and stop us from doing that. You guys go away, please. Okay. Right. We've stopped the jamming array, so now we can use the command visor.
Data received.
And dive bomb it. Now I do want to try and get some of my health back here because all fun! New enemy! Berserker Knight! Phase-like plating can be destroyed by the same phase and attack it fires. A Berserker Knight's phase-like armor must be removed before the unit can be damaged. Only the phase-based projectile attacks the creature fires can destroy it. The Berserker Knight serves as a shocking example of the lengths the space pirates will go to in their quest for dominance. Heavily mutated by phase and exposure, this unit is nearly mindless, driven by battle dust. There's also another unit here as well. Oh no, it's just a hyper mode creature. Okay. Oh, yeah, he tries to throw him. Watch out for that attack. Now we need to wait for you to get out of the way, but also we want your projectiles, please. There we go. It's just like the first boss battle in the game. And we'll leave in crap hyper mode because that's going to help us quite significantly. Now this is the point of the game where I feel there's a large difficulty spike and things get significantly harder. And we managed to just successfully destroy it. Oh, dang it. Right, well there's more space pirates spawning, so we might as well try and destroy them all. Now before we go on, let's have a look at, we'll draw your attention to this. This U-shaped stonework surface appears to be smooth and unusually seamless. It'll become important later on, but for now. Was that Reptilicus or a Bryonian? Well, the Bryonians are long wiped out. The Reptilicus have assumed domain over the land, looks of it. Well, we are in a jungle area, I suppose, so it does make sense. Let's have our health back, because we're going to be needing it. Coming up is the part where I could not get past on the hardest difficulty of the game. Yeah, the game takes a bit of a difficulty spike at this point, and it's it can get pretty brutal. Some of the next two bosses are pretty difficult. So we want to get as much health back as possible. Because yes, one of those bosses is coming up very, very shortly. Get out of the way, you. Oh, you've entered hyper mode. Right. Okay. Well, that's dealt with you. And we get some energy back anyway. They're very generous with the amount of energy they give out. And I think that's part of what makes hyper mode so overpowered, is the fact that they are willing to give you back energy for using it. So you never really feel in danger, and you always feel like you're underpowered if you're not using the hyper mode. Okay. Here we go. This next room, I believe, has our major boss battle in it. Yes, this is it. Okay. Not immediately, I don't think. Yeah, that's right. We do have a few aero troopers first. So I do want to conserve my hyper mode going forward, because we do need to keep our energy somewhat intact for the boss battle, even if it makes this thing a bit harder. Also, we scan this here. Energy shield engaged. Eliminate all hostiles in the area to lower the shields. Now, I was just double checking, because in the last LP I got caught out by something I didn't realise needed to be scanned for the logbook. I think they've mostly done away with that sort of thing for Prime 3, so I think it's a bit of a learning process, what should be in the log and what it shouldn't be. Oh, and here it is! Here is the boss battle! Welcome to the 4th major boss battle in the game. This is Korakk Beast. Tongue and mouth are sensitive, but they are sometimes vulnerable from the ground. Korakks are prized by the space pirates, who use them as cavalry mounts. Their ability is occasionally invulnerable, but guarded from all sides. Finding a way to get underneath it and attacking it would be effective. Nerve endings in the tail can be stressed through grappling, but only when the tail is extended. The interior of a Korakk's mouth, as well as the tip of the tongue, contains sensitive nerve clusters. Attacking these points could temporarily incapacitate the creature. They can emit phaser energy through their feet and tongue. The phaser armour they wear will repel most damage. And on top of that, we have Pirate Hussar, rider of the vicious Korakk, wields energy lance in combat. Hussars are unusually brave for space pirates, willing to ride the deadly Korakk beast into combat. Their phaser energy lances are deadly at any range. Hussars and their mount have a strange bond. If a Hussar is slain, the Korakk will fight to avenge his death. So if we try to kill the Hussar first, I think I've got a major health boost there, but this Korakk is going to be difficult to break down. I wonder if we take out the Hussar first. I believe that's what you do here. It's been a while since I've done this boss battle. Okay, now it's done that, so what we want to do is try and get underneath it, and I've already tried to do bomb into its mouth. Yeah, that's a roll around the area a bit. Well, so what you need to do is sort of get it down and then see, we need to, yeah, somehow we need to weaken it. I'm trying to remember how you do this. Yeah. Huh. I've completely forgotten how to do this boss battle. Dang it. Come on. Let's try it. I believe what you need is related to the tongue. Okay, that was first days. We used the grapple lasso on it. Oh no, you're underneath it, and then oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay. Let's get on with this with Korakk's destroyers. I did say this was a tough boss battle, but maybe it was down to the fact that I didn't necessarily remember how to do it. But yeah, what we need to do is shoot the tongue. Oh, and there's a nunchuck failure in the process, but that is not surprising considering you have to actually just shake the Wii remote to break it free, so that nunchuck counter is going to probably get off a lot during this boss battle. Come on. We're already down 2 energy tanks, this is pretty bad. Right, now we're going to travel underneath, lay a few more full bombs. Okay, just rinse and repeat. Wow, I'm doing terribly at this. Come on! Wow. This is proving to be one of the worst boss fights ever recorded on YouTube ever. Seriously. Oh wait, you're stunned. Right, now if he's down, use the grapple lasso on his tail. That will reveal his weak spot. We can then use hyper modes to, or we could have done, but oh, for goodness sake. Okay. There we go. Okay, right, now we've got a bit more handle on this. Right, now it's good if they are on the other side. Lasso his tail. Enter hyper mode. And we're taking off a good bit of health now. Right, so that is how you're supposed to do the boss battle. It took me quite a long time to get to that sort of point. And we do need to pick up some health, otherwise we're going to lose this boss battle pretty easily. Not much to say at the moment because I've already gone over most of the attack patterns, so let's go on with it. Come on. Okay, you're down. Come on. Oh, okay, there's a new attack there. He's bashing the floor. Okay, good timing there. Should collapse you, right. Rip your tail off. Hyper mode. There we go, got a good amount of damage in there. I think we can do one more round of this, but he's going to be a bit more aggressive in the process. And do a lot more fake outs with the tug attack, which has been his ultimate downfall. Oh no. No, 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 no. There we go. Underneath. Tail. Rip. Hyper mode. And we've defeated the Korakk. Awesome. But immediately we're ambushed by space pirates, so get your energy back as soon as possible. These space pirates were ones we've already seen before. Look, I don't have time for you guys, just get out of the way. Okay, now that we have done that, we're going to proceed onwards. The generator is still further ahead. It is not the immediate prize of beating the Korakk. The Korakk just happens to be an incidental boss in this entire process. I'll eye out for new enemies because you never know when they're going to pop up. Okay, what we're going to do is head right here for a moment. We'll be heading left. Left is the way you want to go, so natural instincts tell us we need to go right first. Are some of these in hyper mode? No, they're all able to be taken out by charge shots, so obviously not. Okay, anyway, there's an ice missile door over here. Once we open it, we can shoot this place, and here's a save station. Well, we've just defeated a boss battle, so I think that's... Oh, we've also destroyed a generation in the process. This is a very good place to end the entire episode. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, we're going to go and destroy the final generator for the Leviathan Shield. See you guys next time. Goodbye.